Okay, new helmet set up. I think the microphone's working. 65 degrees in the middle of February. At least here, that's kind of unusual. It's a little windy, but it's nice out. Let's go for a ride. Hey Siri, play music. Let's take a ride to the park before rush hour gets too bad anyway. Oh, what a beautiful day. Let's see, now the Yamaha's gone. I think somebody on this block's a new rider. They just got a Yamaha Bolt. Yeah, I don't know. Gotta squeeze in a daylight ride while I can. Still gets dark too early, but the days are definitely getting longer. I got a ride planned next month. Flying down to Florida with a friend of mine for a camp out with Shade Tree Surgeon and honestly a bunch of motovloggers I follow on YouTube. So I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be fun. Be nice to meet people. It's a trick up here in Philly, man. That time of month, it could snow, it could be 60 degrees. You have no way of knowing. And just because you make it down doesn't mean it ain't gonna snow on the way back. So, through the magic of Eagle Rider, I am going to fly down to Florida, pick up motorcycles, put my camping gear on the bike. The optimistic part of me thinks I'm gonna get a ride in to cut down through the Everglades and out to Key West, and then back up to Tampa. A couple days camping out, recording some video, meeting some people I've been fans of on the internet for a while. I think it'll be fun. Last year I basically ripped the seal off when I guess it was late April. I've been following Shade Tree for a while through the pandemic, living vicariously through his shenanigans. I'm gonna go this way. And it occurred to me that, you know, this is just a dude. Like, he shows us where he works, you know, it's open to the public. I could just, you know, ride down and visit him. So I did. I took a 4 day weekend. I rode down from Philly to Tampa a day and back. But while I was there, I got to go to the Dirty Shame. I got to see a bunch of people I had, like, you know, in my mind, they were kind of celebrities. It was cool. I had a good time. Shook Shade Tree's hand. Thanked him for making content. If you watch his channel, you know that occasionally he has, she used to go by Abduxuls, the tattoo artist. She does some pretty cool work. So while I was down there, she tattooed my ribs. And that was cool. And then I got on the bike and rode home. That was on my Harley. I have a Road Glide. It's currently in the shop in this Triumph. But it was a really good time. I really enjoyed it. And so this year, when I heard about the camp out, I saw everybody who was coming. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and you know, we basically had a couple of drinks, talked about the trip, decided we wanted to do it, and bought airline tickets. I think I just confused the crap out of Siri. Anyway, I have too many microphones in this helmet. But yeah, we bought our tickets, rented the bikes through Eagle Rider, off we go. So I should fly out on the 15th, come back on the 19th. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. I wonder what the over-under is that I'm just sitting here talking to nothing and the microphone ain't working. I'm pretty sure everything's plugged in. I guess we'll fix it in post. Oh, it feels so good to be out riding. I also wonder whether the microphone's picking up the music I'm listening to on the Senna. Again, I guess I'll find out in post. But yeah, I'm going to try to actually make some motorcycle content this year. I'm not sure how interesting it'll be or how successful I'll be with it, but I'm going to try. I have all the raw materials. I mean, I got the GoPro, I got the editing software, and I'm sure I can muddle my way through it. It'll be fun. So that's cool. Where am I gonna go? I can't win. I close the helmet, I have to stop and the helmet fogs up. I open the helmet and then I forget to close it. Realize I'm probably picking up a bunch of wind noise. I don't know how you do it. Yeah. Nice to go out for a little putt. Oh man, the sun is such an awkward spot this time of year. Right in your eyes. Managed to almost get across town. Go me. There we go. Ugh. Right into the sun. Well, for lack of anything better to tell you, guess I can tell you the story of how I wrecked my Harley on the way to Sturgis last year. So, for me to get to Sturgis takes me 2 days of hard riding, like 1,000-mile days. It's like 1,700 miles from here to there. I have an old friend from, I don't know, whatever grade you are in when you're 11. I've known her for most of my life, who lives approximately halfway. And so I'll ride out, I'll crash at her place, we'll have dinner, catch up, it's fun. Next day, back on the road, and either try to get to at least Sioux Falls or sometimes Sturgis. Anyhow, last year I left, I got into Iowa, and it was raining, and I didn't wreck in the rain. I actually had pulled over to a Holiday Inn, pulled under the awning, and waited out the worst of the downpour. If it didn't blow over, I was just gonna sleep there, like, you know, whatever. But it blew over. I got back on the road. I was riding. Stretch of I-80. I mean, it was 100% my fault. I hit what I thought was just a tar snake, like I drove across it. But apparently it was tar poured over a crevice. It was filled in with water. So it looked shallow from the, you know, back of the bike, because it was full of dirty water. The front tire dropped in. It basically stopped. The back end came swinging around. The bike threw me down my lane. I was in the far right lane. Luckily there was no traffic around me. I went sliding down the road. Saw the bike coming to roll over onto me. And hey, the engine guard and the bag guard did its job. The bike didn't roll totally over. And when the guards caught the road, the bike slid off towards the left, and I stayed sliding straight down the right lane. Had the wind knocked out of me. Car about a quarter mile, half mile back, saw the whole thing. Blinkers went on, they called 5-0, stopped and blocked traffic. I eventually caught my breath, decided I could wiggle my hands and toes, and stood up and took off my helmet, and I was sore for sure, but I wasn't severely hurt or anything like that. Some folks were riding eastbound in the opposite lane, saw the accident happen. They were on motorcycles. They stopped, you know, jumped the rail, crossed the there's a gully between the east and westbound lanes, crossed over, helped me out. You know, I climbed down in the ditch, picked the bike up. The engine started, dropped it into second gear, rode it up the grass. The right hand side was completely destroyed, like the brakes and everything were smashed into the bike. The you know, lever was broken on the front brake a little bit. Like, it was, I wouldn't feel safe riding it, but I mean, at least started, and I pulled it up onto the shoulder for the flatbed. Cop came. Was very stunned that I was up here walking around. I'm pretty sure he thought he was going to be scraping me off the highway. Flatbed came, ambulance came. I filled out all the forms for the ambulance and went on my merry. The cop was actually nice to me, and you know, I had a nice conversation with him. He gave me a lift to a hotel near an airport. I called the insurance company, bought an airplane ticket home, went to the sporting goods store and bought a backpack to take all my miscellaneous camping gear that had been in the back of this cop's boot, you know, like loose after the accident. Boxed it all up for the flight home, and off I went. I learned a few things. I learned that insurance isn't that great at helping you when you're in an accident on a motorcycle and you're far from home. If you're close to home, you can pay for the tow. I was like 900 plus miles away from home. Maybe the adjuster was like the worst dude in the world, or the newest guy on the job, or this simply isn't what they're supposed to do, but I got no help getting that bike home. I ended up just Googling stuff, and I asked the parts manager at my Harley dealership, like, you know, how they ship bikes around when they have to, you know, a dude in Florida wants a bike that you have here in Philly. And I know they ship them, I know it's a thing. So he turned me on to a couple of names, and, you know, through the magic of the internet, I arranged to get my bike picked up, and it got shipped back, and it took a while. So it's been in a shop since September. It's now like towards the middle of what, February, and it's all been waiting on parts. But I can't really complain. I've known folks that high-sided and, well, they didn't walk away from it. So, other than a shattered ego, I got off pretty easy. But yeah, no road rash, no nothing. I was wearing an armor jacket, armor gloves, full face helmet, Kevlar lined jeans. But the thing that really worked in my favor was the fact that since it had been raining all day, the asphalt was pretty wet, so it was a giant concrete slip and slide. There weren't any cars immediately around me to run me over, and so I just went sliding down the road. I mean, other than a couple of little runners in my rain gear, even the jeans weren't scratched up. Like, you know, there was some scuff marks in the jacket. There was the helmet was completely FUBAR. It definitely did its job. Took one for the team. At the time, I was wearing a Ruroc. I liked the helmet. A little bit noisy, very light, and hey, that ECE rating really works. It's true. But yeah, so that was my attempt to go back to Sturgis last year. I was there the previous year and a few other times, but I guess I'm just glad it happened on the way out and not the way back. So all the money I took with me to spend at Sturgis, I ended up spending on airfare and motorcycle shipping. A new helmet and a new jacket. But yeah, I guess I'm shocked they actually fixed the bike, but apparently it's new enough that it's worth whatever. And it just took forever. And this is where the Triumph comes in. So I've been riding this thing more often than I used to, and it's really growing on me. I haven't spent quality time on a naked bike nearly enough. I'll be the first to admit it sucks when it's cold. I miss the heated grips when it's like closer to, you know, low 40s, high 30s. But yeah, I guess I had to talk about something while I rode, and that's the wonderful thing about not having any real content. I can rehash all the old stories and it's all new. Yeah. Yeah, Kat was not happy. Kat is my wife. I've been married for 20 years. And she doesn't ride. She wasn't into bikes. She knew I rode long before we met. And, you know, we both have very time-consuming hobbies and we respect each other's boundaries and it just works. The look on the cop's face as I was in the car, just, you know, babbling after the accident. I'm like, I gotta call the insurance, I gotta call my wife, tell her I'm okay, tell her I'm flying back, tell her what happened to the accident. And he was like, hold up. You're here. And you're from where? And how is she cool with this? And I was like, well, I'm not gonna lie, staying married is hard. It takes a lot of effort to, you know, make a relationship work, but if you can't trust each other, well, that's a different thing. But yeah, no, it all worked out. I don't know how much further I'm going to go. What time is it? 4:46? Okay, rock and roll. I'm almost out of gas. Fun, fun, fun. There we go. So yeah, when I go to Florida, I'm going to bring this helmet, the GoPro, maybe my laptop so I can offload footage, and you know, all the nonsense, batteries and blah blah blah. I have a portable battery charger thing for my phone and my GoPro. I'm renting a Harley, and the Rogue Glides have a dash where I can throw my phone and it'll charge all day, so I'm not worried about the phone. But I want to get some cool footage. I've never been to the Everglades. I've never been to the Keys. We're gonna fly in to what is that, Fort Myers. Yeah, I have a buddy that lives there. We'll leave from Fort Myers, try to get into the Everglades, do some touristy alligator tour thing, press on through to Key West. I want to go there, buy the t-shirt, roll back up to my buddies. When he's done work, we'll head to the camp out on probably Friday. Hang out, see who I can meet, make some friends, shake some hands. It'll be a good time, I hope. There is enough variety among the attendees that I won't feel completely weird being one of the older dudes there, because I'm 50 and I gotta admit, a lot of these folks are, you know, I mean, Shay's what, in her 20s? Shay Tree's in his 30s. I mean, you know, I'm up there, but we all share the same love, and you know, it'll just be fun to laugh with some like-minded people. Oh, this looks dreadful. I need to not go back that way. In fact, I'm going to turn up here and go by the schools, because that line looked terrible. When I was a little kid, I went to the schools up here on the left. That's why I know where I'm at. Like, this is just a jaunt down memory lane for me, you know? It's funny that I live so close to where I used to live when I was a kid. I ended up almost coming back. Dun dun dun. Hey, puppy. How you doing, Pooch? Up we go. Okay. Oh, God, I have such mixed memories of this place. I was so bullied when I went to this school. It was definitely the odd man out. We ended up moving in and I ended up finding some of my own people and life got better. But yeah, this wasn't one of my favorites. Wow, I remember that. That tunnel goes to the elementary school. I used to walk through it to catch the bus home every day. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Why do all schools look like prisons? It's the same, like, drab, square, dismal, hopeless. Ugh. Not a fan of formalized education, I guess. Whatever. It occurs to me, I might not be supposed to cut through here, but whatever. Better to ask forgiveness. Now, a slightly different broken line. I guess we'll get on the turnpike. I guess it's 309, but whatever. Rock and roll. It'll get us home faster. And I can stop somewhere for dinner. Yeah, why not? Cut by the college, got for the pothole. And then we are potentially at the end of our, I guess we'll call this the GoPro burn-in test. Does the microphone work? Whatever. I like the way the Shoei turned out though. I have a Senna, I forget the model. It's one of the newer ones. It's nice. So that's cool. Sound quality's decent to listen to music. Got the GoPro all dialed in on the front. Yeah, like this will be my carry-on when I go to Florida. Oh look, we need gas. And that's fine. It is beautiful out. I wish the sun were a little bit higher in the sky, but I'll take what I can get. This light takes forever. There we are. Now the question is, where am I going to get gas? I mean, I got plenty left. I just got to figure out where I'm going to actually, you know. So I know where I'm going to stop. All right, it's on the way home. Rock and roll after dinner. Yeah, I can edit some of the garbage out of this, and it should be a pretty boring ride. I'm not going anywhere. It's just local crap. Are you gonna let me go? Thank you. Yep. Cozy little town. Let's see. I gotta clean these mirrors. Yeah, I can't wait for it to get a little bit warmer. I can start planning some real moto camping trips. I want to go up to Laconia this year. I want to get the 100th anniversary t-shirt. I know some folks in upstate New York who ride. My nephew lives up that way. My cousin might come up. It'll just be a good experience. And then Laconia from here is like, what, 500 miles maybe? It's not far at all. It's, yeah, I mean, it's way closer than Sturgis is, so that's cool. But yeah, man, we're gonna go have fun. And it'll just be cool. I think I feel the GoPro microphone tickling my chin. I was like, what the hell's in my helmet? I was like, oh right, there's a puffball on the end of the stupid microphone that is tickling my chin. But at least it's not a bug. It's still too cold for bugs, really. Oh, that'll be fun. Well, we're basically back to where we started from. I'm on the other end of Jenkintown. And then food. Food would be good. Yeah. Fun, fun, fun. Well, it's 5 o'clock. We're a few blocks away from where I want to go to eat. And we'll sit and have some food, let traffic calm down, and then drive the 3 miles to home. You just drive your car, dude. There we are. Up we go. I love this bobber. The more I ride it, the more I want to like do to customize it. Right now, it's pretty much bone stock, but you know, it's like anything else. I can't leave well enough alone. I'm gonna end up with like new exhaust, freer flowing air, flash the ECU. I might chop the back fender. I don't know. We'll see. Relocate some lights. Make it mine. I don't have any kids, so there's no college to pay for, and I gotta spend my money on something that ain't cocaine and hookers, so whatever. Guess what I'm trying to say is I have a very patient wife. Off we go. Rush hour. Yes, I know I need gas. So I got dirt all over my mirrors. Just means I ride. Here we are. Hey Siri. Pause music. Right. Rock it out.